All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well, and I welcome you to my first of two gameplay streams, a full day of gameplay streaming for everyone here today on my channel on Twitch TV. Good morning, everyone. So what's going on? First of all, it's Saturday, April 11th, 2020. So that's good. It's the weekend. Although for most of us, the weekend doesn't really mean a heck of a lot, does it? It's funny because I used to always tell you guys this. I was like, for me, the weekend doesn't really mean anything. It's just another day that I stream. But everyone was like, oh, it's our day off of school or work, and we do all this different stuff on the weekend. Now it's like, well, now that's a, quarantine. Really, in reality, Saturday's no different than mostly the rest of the week, right? So now you guys kind of know where I was coming from all those years that I said that. Kind of interesting. But I welcome you all to my stream. So what are we doing today? First of all, it's very cool today in Washington State. I am very pleased about this. It's actually cloudy outside. We haven't had a cloudy day in almost 2 weeks. So the fact that it's cloudy outside is very appreciated. It means it's very cool in my office right now. It's very comfortable. And I love when it's nice and comfortable in the office streaming new releases. It allows me to enjoy them and not basically feel, uncomfortable or overwhelmed at heat or other things that are negatively affecting me. So this should be good. However, for what I'm to understand, there's supposed to be sun coming out later today. Like, son of a bitch. So yeah, the sun is supposed to be coming out like around 3 p.m. So that means like the final hour of my stream, it may actually heat up in here. But at least I'll get a few hours of cool air in the office, which is good. Especially after the last few days where it's been like swelteringly hot in here, okay? What are we doing today? We're continuing on with Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I'm excited for because yesterday was great. Like, I really enjoyed the game yesterday. Keep in mind, unlike most other people, I did not play the demo. I didn't want to spoil myself playing the demo last month, so I saved everything up for this month. And playing it the first time, blind, was very fun. I actually really am enjoying the game mechanics so far. The graphics are great. The music is outstanding. The dialogue and the fleshing out of the characters has been good. Everything has been good. Seriously, everything has been good. I have zero complaints so far. Not a single one. So hopefully we could stay on this level of greatness, continuing on with the rest of the game. Because right now, man, I like it a lot. Really digging it, okay? So, yes, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited as well for the continuation of Final Fantasy VII Remake right here on the stream today. 3 to 4 hours of gameplay, depending on how it goes. Yesterday's stream was great. I hope we get that same kind of positivity, interactivity, and fun as I play the game. All right. Later tonight, it will be my weekly Morrowind Chill stream. What does this mean? It means that for 2 hours tonight, we will be questing in Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Last time around, we finished up one major quest line and started doing other quests for guilds and did a few guild quests. Honestly, I don't remember where we left off last time. I can't 100% remember. I know that we had been going off looking at other villages and places, and we were doing some side quests, and we had a follower who we lost in the hills. He's gone forever now, apparently. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. But it was pretty fun. I'm not sure what we're going to do, tonight. We'll see. We'll see if I can advance the main plot, and if not, maybe we'll do more side questing for the guilds or whatever. I guess we'll see what happens, okay? Then tomorrow. Here's the thing. Tomorrow, guys, I have a Neo 2 scheduled for variety's sake. Neo 2, 2 more hours of advancement in the game. We're actually, I believe we're in the midst of a story mission. I'm trying to remember. Yes, we are, right? We're nearing the end of a story mission. And we're, I don't know how close we are to the very end, but we're getting there. Now, here's the question I pose to you guys. And this will be a question that I think will more make sense at the end of today's Final Fantasy VII stream. Do you want to see Neo 2 tomorrow? Or are you guys digging Final Fantasy VII enough that you want to get even further in right away and you want more Final Fantasy VII tomorrow? Because if that's the case, I'm okay with that. I would definitely be okay with more Final Fantasy VII a third day in a row if today goes well and you guys like it and I like it. All right? So I'm posing this as a possibility. I'm not telling you 100% we're doing it. I'm just saying I'm posing it as a possibility that if Final Fantasy VII is doing well, you guys are liking it, I'm liking it, and we just want to see that continue, that I could just do that tomorrow. Okay? So, let's see what happens today. All right, over the course of the stream, I'll ask this question a few more times. By the end of the stream, I will ask everyone, what do you want to see on Sunday? All right, so right now, I'm still putting it up as a Neo 2 day, but it's a possibility we could swap to Final Fantasy VII. All right, and then on Sunday night, it's time for Animal Crossing New Horizons Bunny Day Celebration. It's actually Easter Sunday this Sunday, Bunny Day in the game, and we're going to see what the actual celebration is in-game for Bunny Day. Because I don't know. I've never done a holiday celebration before. I don't know if there's like extra festivities and stuff that go on during the day. And we're going to find out Sunday night, a nice chill Animal Crossing stream, right? Very good. And then on Monday, it'll either be again Neo 2 or Final Fantasy VII, depending on how things go this weekend. All right, so we'll see how things go. And what you guys want to see is the main stream. And then Monday night is my weekly Minecraft chill stream. We're going to pick up right where we left off last week. First of all, it's going to be more resource gathering. But then we're going to be doing building some new armor for me because my armor is broken and falling apart. And then we're going to be doing, seemingly, traversing the Nether. I don't know how that's going to work, but it seems like we have a plan to go to the Nether and build a bunch of stuff to build like a shortcut in the Nether so that there's a way for me to go between my settlements without needing to go across the overworld, this giant mission, like a little run through the Nether that's safe, that's a teleporting pathway through, okay? So, we'll see how that goes on Monday night. Tuesday I'm off from streaming. That's my day to, run errands and the like. And quite frankly, this Tuesday I might have to go. As much as I don't want to do things that are unnecessary, but it seems like I might have to go to either Home Depot or Lowe's and buy the insulation and tape to install my air conditioner. Because if it's going to continue to be as hot as it's been recently, with the sun beating on my office wall every day, I may have to start turning on the air conditioner, soon. I don't know. I don't want to, but I'm just may be forced to. Okay? So, probably going to do that Tuesday. I just got asked a very silly question. Can't I just buy it on Amazon? That would be a really bad idea. If you're not aware, trying to order anything on the internet right now is a nightmare. Things that used to be delivered in 1 to 2 days are taking 1 to 2 weeks. And most things are back ordered, even if it's something silly that you would think has nothing to do with the quarantine. Good luck. Like, ordering anything on the internet right now is a nightmare. You know, people right now, like, I'm going to buy Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, delivery date, end of April. That's how it's like right now. It's that bad. Because of everyone quarantined at home. Everyone's ordering everything to their homes, and you can't get anything online. That's how it is. So I'm going to have to go to the store to get anything that I want. So, let's see how it goes this week. Tuesday I'll be off. But then, when I'm back on Wednesday, again, I'm playing this week by ear. If you guys are really liking Final Fantasy VII, then we'll do more of that than anything else. Don't worry for those of you who like Neo 2. I like the game too, and I do want to keep playing it. But right now, I'm really liking Final Fantasy VII, at least from that first session. And I want to see, based on how today goes, if I want to keep playing it tomorrow or not. And that'll determine, the order of streams this week. So, Neo 2 is not going on hold or anything. But it will definitely maybe be going a little bit on the back burner for me to focus in on a game I'm really digging. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. We shall see what happens this week. But all your usual late night chill streams will happen this week, including Warzone, Animal Crossing, Street Fighter, Morrowind, and Minecraft coming up. Now, in regards to the viewer's choice playthrough, guys, there's only a few days left for you to vote. I'm going to leave it running today, tomorrow, and more than likely through Tuesday. And then when I come back on Wednesday, what I'll probably do is announce the winner of the winners, I should say, of the viewer's choice poll, because there's two winners, right? And once we have winners, what I'm going to do is figure out how to begin integrating those playthroughs into my schedule. Now, just to forewarn all of you guys, on the forums, people are very, very skeptical. There's people who've been tracking the voting, and they're telling me that they suspect vote rigging. They think there was a lot of people who cheated and basically made clone accounts and IP voting and stuff. Same IP, 25, 30, 40, 50 accounts voting for one game. What I'll tell you is this. If you have not voted on any of the games, all right, please do. It's your last chance to do so. And, the next few days. Please vote, all right? Just a few votes, and I'm serious about this, a small handful of votes could sway the voting one way or the other. And then in the meantime, I'm going to be looking into this situation where people are telling me that the voting was rigged and they think that people were abusing the system. It's very possible they did. It's a little annoying because you got to go behind the scenes and start looking at things like IPs and everything. It's not easy. But I'm going to look into it myself, and I'll let you know what happens. What I can tell you is it's kind of weird that, there's some natural voting that's going on. When the poll first released, Deus Ex was doing really well. Fire Emblem Three Houses was doing really well. And then I think people caught wind of that and started voting for the other games. Like I've noticed Diddy Kong Racing, Celeste and stuff. But then all of a sudden this game, Lisa the Painful, in one night gained insane votes for no reason out of nowhere. It would be one thing if it was okay, gradually the votes were stacking. This game apparently got 50 something votes in one night. And everyone's like, what the fuck? This game was at the end and all of a sudden it jumps to first place. Obviously that's a huge red flag. Okay? So we'll see. I'll let you guys know. I got to look into this and get back to you on that. Because obviously that's not fair if someone went in there and just sat around for 12 hours straight making fucking clone accounts like an asshole and just voted for the game just to get it to the top of the voting. That ain't right. So I have to see exactly what happened there. Okay? So we shall see. We shall see what happens. But I'll give you an answer at some point this week to what's going on with Viewer's Choice and let you know what games are actually going to be played. But you can still vote. All right, so please, exclamation point Viewer's Choice into the stream chat, or just wait every 20 minutes or so. A link will pop up automatically. So, give it a look, guys. All right, give it a look. Okay, outside of that, last night we came to a determination, everybody. First of all, it's been determined that I'm not going to be putting on the cowboy hat anymore during streams, except for Ask the King. All right, and here's why. Because when I put the cowboy hat on, number one, it makes it less special for Ask the King. It was always an ongoing thing for my Ask the King show. If I'm putting it on every stream, it doesn't, it loses its interest, right? And number two, the cowboy hat is intrusive to gameplay. It's one thing to wear it during Ask the King when I'm just answering your questions. It's another thing entirely to put it on and now I can't wear headphones. When I was trying to play Resident Evil 3 the other day with the cowboy hat on, it actually hindered the playthrough. I couldn't hear what was going on in the fucking game. It also makes my head overheat. So, there's no more cowboy hat during gameplay, all right? But, for those of you who were not here last night, I found my Gunner glasses in the closet. Glasses I had never used in the 10 years I owned them, all right? And I don't know if you guys have seen these before or not. If you were here last night, you did. If you were not here last night, you probably didn't see these. These are glasses that are supposed to help with gaming and or anyone who has to stare at a TV or computer screen all day. What this is they're supposed to block blue light and basically help your eyes, okay? So to show you what I mean, here they are. See that? I've had these for over a decade. I bought these in 2010, before I was even doing YouTube for a living. But they were selling them on a website, thinkgeek.com, when the website still existed. They don't anymore. They were bought out by GameStop, and now they're completely gone. They actually destroyed the business. But yeah, what these are is they basically block blue light. So they make it so that for extended gameplay sessions, your eyes are relaxed. And for me, I actually have problems with my eyes. I have problems where my eyes burn, and I tell you guys, oh my God, my eyes are bothering me or whatever. So this is something that not only can be used as like a goal on a stream, but also something that could actually help me during the stream, right? With eye strain and burning eyes and stuff like that, okay? So we're going to add this for temporarily as the thing we do if we double the tip skull. The first, we all know the tip skull, if you hit it, vest streak, right? It's going to be, I'm going to put on the vest. Right now we're at a 24 vest streak, which is outstanding and amazing. And I'm very happy and obviously very grateful for that, guys, that you've been so supportive for 24 straight streams. And will it continue today? I don't know. Obviously, I'd be ecstatic if it did. But I don't know how long the streak is going to last. 24 straight streams is pretty goddamn good. And I thank you all for that. But definitely the vest is going to be the first, if we hit the tip skull, I put on the vest. But we'll see, this will be for now the tier 2 goal. If we double the tips, I'll put on these glasses. But I don't know realistically if that's going to motivate people to contribute or not. I have no idea. The cowboy hat really didn't either, in my opinion. It was just on a day when things were going really well. I put on the cowboy hat, but then I realized it was too intrusive to gameplay. I can't do that anymore. Okay? So that's the deal. For now. Again, we're trying to change. We're trying to evolve. We're trying to improve. I'm doing this based on your feedback, and, people were very disappointed. I didn't wear the cowboy hat all day yesterday, and I was like, I can't. I'm too hot, and I can't concentrate on the game. What am I supposed to do? So, we shall see how it goes. All right? Not that I'm expecting anything. I'd be incredibly grateful if we even hit the tier 1 tips goal, because it's been helping me out tremendously recently, and thank you to anyone who has been contributing to that. I mean, holy shit. 24 straight streams is an insane streak. Can we keep it going? How long will this streak run? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the second segment, the gratuitous plugs. Thank you guys for 11 awesome years where I've been a content creator on the internet and shared my daily gameplay experiences with all of you. I absolutely love what I do for a living because it is both my hobby and my passion, as well as my job. And how many people get to say, man, I do what I love for a living? Well, I actually do what I love for a living. This is amazing. I never intended this. I only started monetizing videos on YouTube when I lost my full-time office job 10 years ago. And I never expected that I would turn my hobby into what I do for a job, right? I know how lucky I am. I'm very grateful for that. And I say thank you every day to you guys who come out and hang out with me. Also, I'm incredibly lucky because I get to keep doing this during the crazy-ass pandemic that we're having worldwide right now, right? That's nuts. I still get to do what I love while, everything else is going on. And people have thanked me personally and said, thank you for putting out these entertaining streams to distract us from everything that's going on right now. And hey, you're welcome. Thank you for the support, for allowing me to keep doing this, during this time. So thank you so much for that, guys. All right? I do appreciate it. Now, that being said, I'm a full-time streamer. I am here 6 times a week. All right? 6 times a week. Full day of streaming. Full time. And I really enjoy that. I like the fact that I'm a variety streamer. And I get to put out a variety of gameplay for you instead of the same thing all the time, right? People really seem to appreciate that as well. I archive all of my streams over on DSPGaming on YouTube. So if you cannot be here live during a stream, you can actually go check that out on demand. Because I understand that not everyone can be here live every single stream, right? So, please, if you enjoy everything that I'm doing, if you love the streams, if you love that I archived them, you want to see all this continue, please consider contributing, because crowdfunding is basically how I make a living. It's your contributions during these live streams that allow me to afford new games, to pay my utility bills, to pay my health insurance, to buy groceries, to pay taxes. All those things are funded by you guys and your crowdfunding contributions, all right? So please consider contributing in one of the ways that I'm about to outline on the stream if you like what I do. But that being said, before I even outline a single way that you can contribute, please understand something. My streams are free here on twitch.tv, and contributions are not mandatory, nor are they expected. In fact, when people do contribute, I feel that's going above and beyond being a standard stream viewer. I don't want anyone feeling, like left out or the odd man out if they cannot contribute. It is perfectly acceptable for you to just come by and hang out with me on a daily basis, period. That's the point. That's why I do this, because gaming is my passion. Like I said, for 2.5 years, I made gameplay videos on YouTube before I ever monetized a single one, because I didn't plan on ever doing this for a living. If I lost my ability to live stream full time and make a living doing it, I would still do my best to stream in a more limited capacity, because I love doing this. It is really my passion. That's why I do it, not to make a buck, okay? So, please understand that. Please don't feel pressured. I'm not one of those streamers who constantly yells and harps on their viewers to contribute and begging for subs and things. Once we get through this pre-stream of plugs, that's about it. And then we get into gameplay and we can enjoy games together. My philosophy is that if I'm putting out a positive and fun gameplay stream and we're having a good time together, then contributions are going to come in naturally. People are going to enjoy what they're seeing and want it to continue, and they're going to want to willingly contribute rather than me constantly hammering people about it, okay? That's not what I want to do. That's not the kind of content creator I am. So I hope you guys understand that and appreciate that, and know that contributions are not mandatory. But hey, by all means, if you can contribute and you want to see this continue, please do contribute in one of the ways that I am about to explain. First of all, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. All right? This is a monthly pledge campaign where your pledges earn you personal perks as a way of saying thank you. It's all explained fully there on the site, so I won't go into detail about it. Thanks to anyone who is an ongoing pledgee and who still supports me via Patreon. I appreciate that. And thanks to anyone who checks it out and considers pledging, for the first time. Thank you for that. I have a Teespring store where I sell merchandise. It's primarily t-shirts, but there's other stuff there like sweatshirts and mugs and stickers and other things as well. It's definitely good quality stuff. I can attest. I've worn 2 of the shirts just this past week, and these shirts are 2 to 3 years old at this point, and they never wore out. These are shirts that, I've worn a ton, and they're still like new, because they're great quality shirts. I picked the better material on purpose to give you a better product rather than worrying about profit margins. In reality, I probably make $3 a shirt that I sell there, no lie. So, please give it a look. Anything you buy helps me out. You get a cool collectible. That's teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Now, if you're here on the live stream and you want to contribute in a way that would get you some recognition, all right? Well, the truth of the matter is, you can do that. If you either cheer with bits, or you subscribe to the channel, or you tip me. If you do any of those 3 things, all right, I'm going to give you a live shout out and a thank you during the stream. Now, please understand that if you are looking for a live thank you shout out, please make your messages in line with the rules of the stream, and that means no insults, no trying to get me to say something that's going to get me in trouble on Twitch, no derailing of the stream with ginormous paragraphs or stories that are unrelated to what we're talking about, no derogatory comments, no, you know what I mean? It's very, very common sense. And the rules are listed publicly. You can figure it out. In general, most people get it, and we have a good time. The interactivity that I have with my viewers is actually one of the huge things, positive things, about my streams, okay? Now, I have a stream stats leaderboard at the top of the screen that gives some extra credit to people who are, say, the top cheerer or top tipper of my stream, all right? It's a way to say an extra thank you and get more recognition. In addition, there's 2 other leaderboards. There's a top bit cheerers of the week, as well as the top sub contributors of the week. All right, all this stuff. All right. Oh my god. All right, I'll get to this later. Yeah, we have all this stuff available for you to get extra recognition on my streams. So, please consider contributing, and thank you very much to anyone who does. Now, if you're wondering, geez, Phil just mentioned so many things. Patreon, Teespring, cheering, subbing, tipping, great. But what's the best way to support Phil? Because there's so many ways to do it. The best way to support me is by tipping me. Because when you tip me, there's 2 things that happen. First of all, I get those funds immediately. Those are things that I can use to pay a bill today. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that cheering or subbing or the other contribution methods aren't good. In fact, they're great. And they definitely help me in the long run. But they all have a processing time or a lead time before I get to see any positive benefit. While if you tip me, I get that immediately. And so the tipping has been helping me out tremendously recently with bills and the like. So please, if you can tip me, that is the preferred method of contribution, and please, by all means, do. All right. That being said, the other thing that's cool about tipping is we have a tips goal. And as you know, we've had 24 straight streams where we hit the tips goal. And I would put on the vest as a celebratory measure to say thank you. And obviously, we want to see if we can keep that positive streak going, right? So, not only are you helping me out directly with a tip, but you're also allowing me to continue the streak and keeping the hype going, guys. So, please consider tipping today if you can. There's 2 ways you can tip. Below the stream, there's a tip star button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. Excuse me. Either way, takes you to my PayPal tips page. On that page, you can either tip using a registered PayPal account, or if you don't have one, you can actually use any major debit or credit card. But if you don't see that option readily available, it's probably because you're not seeing the fully loaded desktop version of the site that has those options. And so if you're on a mobile device, you might want to fully load that site. Or if not, just jump on a desktop computer and you should see those options available. Okay? Now, as a PSA to my viewers, I do this every stream as a way to help you and forewarn you about, sadly, a group of people on the internet that are pretty malicious and messed up. Please, guys, if you're going to be a frequent stream viewer of anyone or contribute to anyone's stream, do your best to protect your personal information. Sadly, there are groups of people out there who get pleasure or validation out of hurting others anonymously over the internet. It's not that they get anything personal out of it. They just feel some kind of value in hurting people. I know that sounds messed up, because for many of us, life's about positivity, about fun, about creating great positive experiences for you and your friends and your family members. But for some people, it's not about that. It's about hurting others. Okay? I know that's screwed up. It is. It's a very screwed up mindset to have, but that's just the case. Okay? Now, you'd be incredibly surprised how much of your personal information is probably readily available on the internet right now. Between, social media and other avenues where you probably post stuff up, there's probably information about your friends, your family members, places you like to hang out, your personal interests, maybe even where you work. This is all stuff that can be utilized against you in a very negative way, okay? So please understand that. And please know that there are people who will do what they can just because they can. Not because there's any personal benefit to them, but because they just like hurting people anonymously and getting away with it, all right? So, if you're going to be a frequent stream viewer, first thing I recommend, turn off your direct messages on Twitch. Direct messages on Twitch serve almost no purpose, and mostly are utilized in the modern day for scams and online harassment. They're not really used for valid communication at all right? There is a way on Twitch to make it so that only people on your Twitch friends list can private message you like that, and that is what I recommend you turn on, because outside of that, you don't want every little person just messaging you with a bunch of nonsense and harassment, okay? But in addition, if you are going to contribute on a stream, I strongly recommend you do not use your real name nor your real identity or anything that could be tied to a social media account. And for example, if you're going to tip me today, you could tip completely anonymously. Or you could make up a name that has absolutely nothing to do with your real life name or persona, and that way there's no way that anyone could associate that with you at all and try to harass you for it, okay? So, please do your best to be diligent and to protect yourselves from this kind of online malicious activity. I don't want to sadly hear about people getting harassed online as a result of just attending a stream. It's pretty messed up, okay? All right. Moving on to the rules of the stream. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I am streaming here on twitch.tv. That means I must abide by all the rules and regulations of this business. That's just common sense, right? I can't just say and do whatever I want to do on my streams. But in addition, I have my own rule set and mentality when I stream. I call it a chill vibes mentality. And allow me to explain what that means. I like my streams to be a place where people can escape all the stresses of real life. They come here to relax and have fun and unplug from all that crap going on in the real outside world. You're going to watch me play a game, see my honest reactions to said game, see some fun interactions with people in the stream and people talking with each other in the stream. It's a good social atmosphere. It's a good place to just have a good positive time, right? I don't want this place to become inundated as full of toxicity and negativity and drama. And certainly, We all need an escape right now from the real world and everything going on in it. And that's what I strive to do every day on my streams, okay? So that being said, I've instituted a few sets of rules that I feel maintain that kind of a positive atmosphere around my stream. First of all, politics and religion. In the I almost said 15 years. In the over 11 years, it would be nice if I could do this for 15 years. I guess we'll see. In the over 11 years that I've been a content creator on the internet, I have found that the topics of politics and religion are very, very divisive. They make people get very angry with each other. All right? And basically cause arguments and derailment of the streams. It's very rare when people can intelligently talk about these topics and not get angry with each other and not derail stuff. All right? So in general, we don't allow discussion of these topics on the stream just because we know that. But that being said, if we're playing a game that has political or religious overtones or plot lines in it, if it's in context to the game, then it's perfectly acceptable. But not derailing of the stream to start talking about the real life politics and religion and people getting angry with each other in general, we don't allow that on the streams. All right? Now, recently I have expanded this regulation or this rule to also cover discussion of the worldwide pandemic going on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all aware about what's going on with the COVID-19 virus, how awfully it's affecting the populace of the world, not just the United States, but the entire world. We're all very negatively affected. We're all at home, right? We all have loved ones we're worried about. And at this point, we're so inundated with news about it every day. We don't know what's going on. People are coming here to escape that, to de-stress and have a good time and kind of forget about the stress that's going on right now. Please understand that. And please be respectful of that. Don't turn my stream chat into an entire conversation only about that when there are people who are literally coming here to escape it, okay? I'm certainly not going to say, oh, by the way, there's no discussion of that on my stream. That's ridiculous. It's the biggest thing going on in the world for over a month now and will continue to be so. But that being said, no, I don't want the entirety of my stream to become all about it, all right? So please understand that. If we do need to step in with moderators and the like to make sure that the stream does not become completely derailed because of it, then we'll have to do that, all right? Excuse me. Now, also, I am well aware there are tons of people on the internet that on a daily basis, all right, basically make it their agenda to either make a living or get popularity by hurting me. All right? It's just matter of fact. Slandering me, defaming me, talking shit about me, insulting me, spinning things that I do into an overdramatic, negative, controversial way that's not the case at all, taking things out of context, or literally just making up conspiracy theories about me based on little to no facts whatsoever, just to hurt me and basically get some kind of positivity for themselves on my behalf. These people are immoral. These people are disgusting. They are toxic. If you cannot get popularity or make a living in a way that doesn't hurt others, then you are not a good, positive person. You are a scumbag. And these people, sadly, exist in droves by the thousands on the internet. These are not good people, okay? And I know that. I know they exist. I know that constantly they're talking about me. As they say, I live rent-free in their minds because I'm the way that they get any kind of attention for themselves. Without me, they don't exist. So they've attached themselves to my coattails, and they basically on a daily basis just do really disgusting, nasty things. But I don't let that bring me down. I'm still here every day. I'm still putting on fun, entertaining, positive streams for you guys because that's all I care about. I don't focus on the negative. The bottom line is there's nothing I can do about it. I can't sue them all for defamation because I don't have money to do so. I'm in a bad financial state, as you all know. And it is what it is. So there's a rule on the streams. We don't bring up that negativity and that stuff because, number one, to bring that up on my stream completely derails the positivity of the stream. Outside of me just mentioning it briefly in the rules here at the beginning of the stream so you guys know not to bring it up, it's not allowed to be brought up on the stream at all. Number two, that just brings negative attention to their way, right? If you're here to have a positive, fun time and you see people talking about, oh, look what this guy said about Phil today, now everyone gets distracted from the positive stream and it completely gives them attention they don't deserve. So that's why we don't allow it, okay? So please understand that. It's against the rules. Don't bring it up. These people are scum. So let them be scum in their own time, in their own place. All right? I hope that makes sense. Okay, guys, so now we're moving on to the third and final segment of the pre-stream, which is the thank yous, where I say thanks to everyone for contributing. We get some fun conversation going. I update the leaderboards, etc., before we get to the gameplay. So we actually start off today with someone insulting me with one of these negative memes from one of the detractors, which is hilarious. So I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to acknowledge it. Tough titties. Snow Carl, cheers. Do you consider yourself the new Dr. Disrespect with the costumes? Yes, I am 100% playing a character on my streams, if you were not aware. The real me is actually a hyper-religious guy who I basically, like, I'm constantly praying and worshiping, and I whip myself with rosary beads on my back for all the bad things and naughty things that I say on stream. That's the real me. This is definitely a character that I'm playing on stream. Absolutely 100%, if you didn't know. Absolutely. Totally. Oh my God. Yes, because as you guys know, definitely as you guys know, just because we've had 24 amazingly positive streams where we hit a tip skull and I put on a vest as a celebration, somehow I am now playing a character like Dr. Disrespect. Okay, whatever you say. Whatever you guys say, that's fine. Thanks, Snow Carl, for bringing that up. Really intelligent. Philly Buckeye cheers. I don't get it. If the glasses help your eyes, why not just wear them to help you instead of making it a tip skull? Well, I'll be honest. I don't like wearing glasses at all anyway. You know, not to say they would bother me, but the whole point here is that people wanted a tier 2 tip skull, and they said, do the hat. And now we've actually been hitting the tier 2 tip skull a couple times. It's rare when we do. But the couple times we hit it in the last week, the hat was far too intrusive to gameplay. So we're trying to find a tier 2 tip skull that's not intrusive to gameplay. And I think the glasses would be that. But if you guys don't like it, that's fine. We could change it up. The point here, Philly Buckeye, is not to try to point out, oh, well, you could just wear those anyway. The point is we're trying to do something fun for people as a way of saying thanks for contributing. I don't understand why you don't get that. Maybe you're just not thinking in the right mindset, but that's the whole point here. So, all right, no glasses. All right, forget the glasses. What then? What do you guys want as a tier 2 tip skull reward? Let me know. Give me your ideas. Okay? Fair enough? I'm actually going to turn on my fan to low. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, turning it on low. Oh, so I do get some air circulation. Even though it is cool in here, I would like some air circulation. So, let's see here. Well, someone who, again, as a name I'm definitely not saying, because this name is disgusting, basically says, you're hyping up glasses, that's cool, but maybe you should start wearing real glasses, because it's obvious you need them, especially when I watch you play GTA. I don't even know what you mean by that. Just because I drive horribly in games where you drive around doesn't mean that I need glasses. It just means that I'm terrible at driving in games. I rarely play games with driving in them, in reality. So I usually drive pretty horribly. It has nothing to do with wearing glasses. In fact, quite the contrary. My glasses are for distance vision. My TV is like 6 feet away from me. Distance glasses do not help with me seeing my TV. Okay? It's certainly not that kind of an issue. Like I said, my glasses that I have for real life are for distance. Like, for example, if I were sitting in a classroom and I needed to see what a teacher was writing at the board at the front of the class, I would wear the glasses. Or if I'm driving, and I'm driving, you know, I know I'm going to be going places that I'm not used to, maybe a highway or a long distance, and I'm going to need to be reading signs and things off in the distance. Super important to have glasses then. That's why I keep my glasses in my car just for that reason, so I have them when I'm driving, okay? But as for wearing them here, it would give me zero positive impact. I'd see everything exactly the same. So, AGolf1 subscribed to the channel for 5 months. Thank you very much, AGolf1, for a 5-month resub. I appreciate that very much. So, all right, I want to look into this. So someone yesterday apparently got banned. I don't know what the situation was, and I want to look into this because this person had been a supporter for a while, and I don't know actually what happened. Let me take a look here. Let me see here. Let's see. I don't know. I'm reading this and seeing the one side of the conversation. I can't really understand it. All right, let me look at the other side of the conversation because this is very confusing. Let's see if I can figure this out. All right, so what it seems to me happened, this particular person said something that could be interpreted as racist. I guess I didn't pick up on it or I didn't see it when it happened. And so a moderator warned the person and said, hey, don't do that. And he timed him out. But the person flipped and was like, how dare you time me out? I wasn't being offensive to Phil and blah, blah, blah. And got into an argument with the moderator and led to the moderator banning them. All right. I read the situation and I think that both sides kind of maybe overreacted. I think that on both sides. I think number one, if you get timed out by a moderator, you should not overreact and understand it's just a timing out. You didn't get banned. And understand it was probably because they saw a situation they wanted to control and thought maybe if it kept going, it would have gotten further out of hand. So please understand that, guys. If you're ever in the stream chat, you just get timed out. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You're going to come right back. Please don't come back and then start arguing with the moderator. That's a big problem because moderators here, a lot of the times, they're doing a lot of hard work trying to juggle what's going on between multiple parties, and a lot of trolls come in here and flood the channel sometimes. And the moderators here, I don't envy them. They don't have an easy job. A lot of shit goes down. Yesterday's stream was pretty, a lot of people coming in and being pretty gross in the stream. Moderators doing their best to try to moderate without spoiling the game for themselves. It could be pretty tough. All right. So I'm going to say this. I think this was a situation where both sides overreacted. I actually feel that. So I'm going to unban this person. And I'm going to say, please understand that, the moderators are not perfect. The moderators may be trying to do something that they feel is in the best interest. And, if you get timed out, don't freak out. All right, at all. And I think that it should be a situation where both sides just kind of cool down. All right. So, yes, I just unbanned this person. And in fact, this person technically is the top tipper of the day. So I am going to put him up on the leaderboard here. But I do feel that this is a situation where we should just calm down. All right? Just calm the hell down. Okay? All right. Let me go ahead and update everything here. Fuck. All right. So we're up to $5 in tips, even though I didn't read that other one because the name was disgusting, but I did answer it. This is not Elon just tipped $1. This is not a tip for the vest, laughing out loud. Obviously it is. It's just being silly. All right, thank you for the $1 tip. Zephyrus did a 50-bit cheer and says, I knew you were down with the devil like me, Phil. Well, there you go. You got, you didn't know? That's the real me behind the scenes? Whatever. Anyway, Charles, hold on a second here. Charles Lemillion cheered and said, my first bits for your channel, I borrowed some emotes to use throughout your playthrough, juxtaposed with yours. Have a good game. All right, I don't know what that means. I think he has some. I think these are like those Co-Carnage emotes. I've never seen them, but I think his abbreviation is COHH or whatever. I think that's what it is. So, and I see he does those with some of mine. So, anyway. All right. Thank you, Charles Lemillion, for the cheer. I appreciate that. All right, Captain Caveman did a 100-bit cheer. That's the biggest cheer of the day. He says, have you seen the model that scientists made of what gamers will look like in 20 years? Yeah, did you see that? I joke about it. I made a joke about it because, number one, the model that they made is a generic white guy, wearing a Ringer t-shirt. And as you guys know, I used to wear a Ringer t-shirt when I was doing Project 7. It was like one of the most iconic pictures of me is me posing in Project 7 with a Ringer t-shirt on, right? And they're like, oh, overweight with a big giant protruding belly and a horrible haunched over posture and a big, indentation in the top of their head from headphone use. Basically, it's like, every over-the-top thing. But it's hilarious because it looks like the base guy they based it on actually kind of looks like me. Like, admittedly, it kind of looks like me. So I actually jokingly tweeted it, and I was like, whoever stole these pictures of me and posted them on the internet without my permission, you're in trouble, Buster. So there you go. Now, in reality, being a full-time gamer like me does have negative things. Like I'm telling you guys, I never had any issue with the hair on the top of my head until I wore headphones every day. And now I've got this band of hair that's flat. I do. Admittedly. It's flat now because I wear headphones every day for 5+ years. I don't know how to fix that. There's going to be, I get the feeling there's going to be things as a result of full-time gamer that, yes, they will be negative, But that's why I try to take breaks. I try to move around. I'm not just sitting here. If you didn't hear, like many years ago, when streaming was becoming very prominent, there were horror stories of people who were streamers. They would stream like anywhere between 12 to 18 hours a day, and they were having heart attacks. They were actually having heart disease because they would sit there for 2-3 years, streaming that much without, no proper breaks, terrible lifestyle, terrible food and everything they were eating, and they were having heart disease. And they were young. These were guys that were like in their 20s. And they had fucking heart disease and shit. Pretty crazy, right? So, I'm not surprised, that there would be negative repercussions to just sitting around all day. Then again, you got to realize it's not just gaming. It's many, many different things. Like, for example, if you have an office job and all you do is sit in front of a computer all day, data entry, customer service, that kind of stuff, it's the same exact thing. You got to get up. You got to take breaks. You got to go for walks. You got to eat healthy. You got to do these things. Because if you don't, it could definitely catch up with you in the long run. And I'm very happy that in the last, 2 to 3 years, I've changed my lifestyle a lot to adjust and not be the same kind of really unhealthy lifestyle that I had, back when I was doing YouTube full time. That was really bad, admittedly. Cousins Venture says, why is your stream called Ban World? Well, it's called that because there's a bunch of mouth-drooling, lame-brained idiots who follow these toxic, disgusting people, as I've mentioned already earlier on the stream. These people who can only get any kind of attention or make a living or get any kind of positivity in their lives by bringing down others. That's how they feel good about themselves, by hurting other people. And so they'll completely over-exaggerate how things are on my streams and claim that it's ban world. What's hilarious about this is that not even 2 months ago, the general consensus was there's not enough moderators on my streams, that the moderators don't show up, the moderation is too scarce, and people don't like the streams anymore because there's too many trolls showing up. So then I said, okay, so I bring in 3 new mods. Oh, the moderators are too strict. Everything's bad. It's like, no, fuck off. You're a shithead. You're just going to sit here and complain no matter what because that's your mentality. That's who you are. All you do is bring people down with negativity. So the people who call my stream Ban World can lick my shit. I don't give a fuck about them. Aaron PC2 has resubscribed for 9 months. Thank you, Aaron PC, for 9 months of support. I appreciate that very much. Crapcock now did a 150-bit cheer to make the top cheer of the stream. Thank you very much. Crapcock for that. I will update the leaderboard. He says, how are you liking the remake? I'm on the fence with buying it. Listen, I'm only about 3.5 hours in, but the 3.5 hours that I've played so far have been great. And now the game has opened up and it's not as linear because now I can do a little bit of side content. And a little bit I did was good. And I'm looking forward to more today before we continue on with the main storyline. And I hope it stays on the level of production value that we've seen so far with, you know, great graphics, amazing music, really well-written dialogue that fleshes out the personalities of the characters, right? We'll see. We shall see continuing forward if it can stay at that level. But so far, so good. I'm really liking it. I hope you guys are liking the playthrough as well. I'm really excited for more right now on stream. Okay? Airman T did a 50-bit cheer. He says, thank you very much, Polish Fraud. All right, I don't know why he said that, but thank you, Airman T, for the cheer. Okay, it's time to give some shout-outs. First of all, thank you to the top cheerers of the week. In 10th place, we've got Snow Carl. 9th place, Crapcock. 8th place, So Epic Games. 7th place, Sambuca 2020. 6th place, Darkside Carol. 5th place, Shadow the Hedgehog. 4th place, Ryan. 3rd place, The Villain X. 2nd place, Tanya Raven. And in 1st place by a mere 10 bits, Nihilistic Goldfish. Thank you all very much for all of your cheering this week. It is much appreciated. And now, thank you to those who've gifted subscriptions this week. We've got Sundance McGee, Super Slade, Ryan, and Bookish Awkward, who have all gifted a single subscription. Then we've got Death Proof, and Cold Zero, who have both gifted 2 subscriptions each. Then we've got Big Papa Phil and DRS Gangsta, and also Bishop of Mercy, who all gifted 3 subscriptions each. And then Beast Bod gifted 5 subscriptions. So thank you guys for all the gifted subs this week as well to support the channel. Charles Lemillion did a 50-bit cheer. He says, holy shit, that was funny. I refrained from writing curse words on chat, but after hearing how well versed you are with punchlines, I feel a bit more comfortable. Well, there you go. I don't know if that's serious or not, but thank you again for another cheer, Charles. All right, guys, so that's actually it for the pre-stream. A few things. First of all, I'm going to take a quick break to go use the restroom. I'm going to come back, and we're going to start up with Final Fantasy VII Remake. We'll see how it goes. Other thing, 24 stream tips streak, where we've hit the tips goal, and I put on the vest as a way of saying thank you. We're going to see if we can maintain that today. Right now, very slow start. That doesn't mean anything, though. There was some days when it was incredibly slow, and then all of a sudden, some people jumped in, and boom, we hit the goal again. So I'm certainly not complaining at all. I'm super grateful for all of your support, guys. Let's see if we can make it happen again today on stream. And I'm very excited for more Final Fantasy VII Remake, okay? So let's take a brief break for me to use the restroom, and then we come back. Final Fantasy VII Remake continues. And let's see how it goes. All right, I'll be right back. See you in just a sec.